My future, it's golden. I'm gonna go off to college. I'm gonna, get my associate's degree at CBC, and then from there, I really want to push and attempt to do a 4-year university, and possibly do a double major, because the possibilities honestly are endless. You just really have to find that balance between good and bad, and focus and time and management and everything. Once you find it, the dedication rises. You just really push yourself. I know that with even just studying for this test, I take it much more seriously than if somebody told me I could have gone to college 6 months ago. I would have just been like, oh, okay. But now it's really time to focus, really push for my future. College it's such a big thing anymore. It's almost required anymore to do well in your future. A lot of people didn't do college and they're doing well, but if you do college, you're going to do so much better. I think it really is just going to help me feel better about myself and give me more accomplishments that I can kind of brag about to people. I really like to, when I do good, I like to tell people.
Well, and I think the important thing there is you've had a great mentor. More than one, but Brian in one, and you can then become a wonderful mentor for future students. You can be the one that opens the door, that teaches resiliency and makes a difference for kids. I have to ask Melody, because I did get to visit with her a little earlier. Melody, what does your future look like?
Well, I kind of got a taste of college through Running Start, and that's really what got me interested in doing anything else after high school. And so next year I'm planning on going to CBC for 2 years. I'm going to try and go there so I can transfer to a 4-year college. I want to be a marketing manager, and so that's what I'm planning on doing.
Wow, that's exciting. And when you talk about marketing, that takes a great deal of self-confidence, doesn't it, Brian? And to know that you have the confidence to do that, you really have to put yourself out there and understand what you can do in the future. And it looks like you are ready to go. Now, I want to talk with you just a little bit. You had shared a story about your mom and filling out the FAFSA. And Brian, tell everybody what the FAFSA is.
That's the free application for federal student aid, and it's pretty cumbersome. It's been reduced, but it can be very time-consuming and very tricky and kind of overwhelming for people that maybe either haven't done their taxes and there's a way around, doing the estimation, but you kind of can just look at a question and decide that's it. I'm not going to put any more time into this, but if you do it and you do it well and you qualify, it's thousands of dollars to help either pay for school or some loans to help offset the cost.
Great. So how did you get your mom to come in and to fill out the FAFSA?
Well, it took a little bit because I wasn't really sure if we were going to qualify for it, but Brian was always telling me, you should just make sure there's no harm in trying. So eventually I got my mom. She just we called her up at school actually, and she came in an hour later, and we filled it out. And I hadn't known it existed before Brian told me about it. And so now there's deadlines coming up to apply for grants and stuff. I've been getting some emails. And
great. It just opens doors, does it not? And I think the other thing that our community needs to know is a lot of their dollars that they put in for scholarships, the both of you are applying for those right now, aren't you? So what scholarships have you applied for?
I've done majority of mine are all the Kiwanis scholarships.
Kiwanis is great, isn't it?
It's I always see them really giving back to us through all the graduation ceremonies I've been through.
Yes.
Just through talking with all of the teachers and counselors and the principals and everything like that. It's always Kiwanis. That's what everybody always hears. And if they're able to give back that much to the community, why not go for all of theirs when they're giving to students that actually need it, students that really want it and that are going to put it to good causes. It's just not getting taken and then being used when you run out of money. It's being used for a really good cause. Kiwanis is just great.
They're a wonderful organization, and I know that they feel that by investing in you, they're investing in their community and investing in the future. So which ones are you applying for, Melody?
I filled out some Kiwanis ones. There's another one we just got today, and I filled out some Tri-City Optimist ones. And I'm not
So as soon as you get one in, then you apply for it. And Brian, you are the conduit to make sure that it gets in the right kid's hands. Is
Kind of
that
become
right?
De facto, everyone says, ask Brian, or it's over there
Yeah.
by my desk. So I kind of talk them through the deadlines and which ones have which criteria. And Michelle Grant, our school social worker, does a great job of kind of organizing those things and then putting them kind of in contract learning so our students have access. Because what we found is, act on it. If you want to apply to a college, here's a CBC application. Here's the process. Here's what to expect. The having it readily available has made such a huge difference, and it's really just a simple change in how we have those conversations. Instead of great, you want to go to college, move on to the next thing.
Right.
It's the follow through is there, and then they start to go, well, if he thinks I can do it,
Then maybe I can.
Yeah, and okay,
part of
if
that mentor part, yeah.
The mentoring is huge, and actually, I'm not Cody's mentor. That's just a testament to we have a relationship, but he actually has a mentor who really has helped kind of shape that conversation and hung in there. And then I'm just one more person,
Right.
and so we each kind of split up the responsibilities for our program, and we all constantly believe in every kid. And I think the more we reinforce that and we let them know that we believe in them, this is what we get. And a year ago, 2 years ago, Cody was very interested in other occupations, tattoo artistry being one of them. College was not part of his,
Part of his
vocabulary,
dream.
not part of his vision for himself. And here you talk to him today, and the future is limitless, and it gives me chills. It makes me enjoy my job.
I think it's why we do what we do.
It is.
But Brian, also as we kind of come to a close on this segment, we've talked a lot about CBC, and CBC is just a wonderful college to partner with our school district. But could you talk about the other schools too that past graduates have gone to, and a little bit about their success stories?
Yeah, we've had students, Western Washington University last year, we have a young man who's doing really well over there, received some scholarships, and did very well this year so far from what I've heard. Eastern Washington University, we've had students apply to Central and WSU Tri-Cities. I just had a student from University of Idaho email me kind of over spring break saying she was back, to pay us a visit, but we were on spring break. So we have students kind of sprinkled all over the Northwest. We have people, I had a kid come up from Arizona. He was in a trade school down there, had finished up. So there are vocational things that we're steering kids towards. It's not just college anymore. I think it used to be when I was new to this. And just as an example, we're hosting a college and career fair day, coming up in May, and we're inviting places like Perry Tech. We've done visits there over in Yakima. So there are a lot of hands-on learners at our school. This is a great kind of a program for them. We've got apprenticeships and unions and people from WorkSource that have those bridge programs out at the area that are people specific to short-term training but great paying jobs. Those kind of things that a lot of our students like.
That is absolutely inspiring. Well, I want to go to words of wisdom from our students, because aren't they the ones who really tell us they're our customers about our work? But Melody, if you have one sentence worth of advice for students who are looking for that next step in their lives, what would you say?
I guess I would tell them that just don't limit themselves, because I just kind of had my boundary set, like college wasn't available and money wasn't available, and if you just tell yourself that there are options, then you can figure things out, like what you want to do.
Oh, that's inspiring. And Cody, how about you?
I definitely have to tell people just to hang in there, just keep pushing it. At very least, just finish high school. It's not that hard. If anybody can do it, you can. You just got to keep pushing yourself, and the opportunities are honestly limitless.
Wow, how inspiring. I think that's why Brian and I got into this business, and you two are just really inspire us to continue to do our work to help kids. And I know you'll be great mentors in the future, and I can't wait to have you come back and visit in a few years and tell us where you are and where you're going. Thank you again for taking time to learn more about programs in the Richland School District, and we'll be back in a moment with yet again another program. Thank you.